author and creative evangelist. Her name is Denise Jacobs. I'm also testing this out because I'm trying this whole live feed out without using Wi-Fi. And I'm a mama on a mission, right? I'm on a mom on a mission to share some good information, share content that's helped me live a more happy, more integral life, where the areas of business, the areas of family, the areas of self-care, all these different things that make up a really cool, really happy life are kind of working, are harmonizing. Like, I'm learning to harmonize, and in the process I want to share those things with you, because I think that there's a lot of that we all can grow together and learn together. And so here we are learning together in this process of broadcasting live. So I'm trying this out. We'll see how the feed goes. If it's not a great feed, hey, you know what? At least I know that I can't do it without Wi-Fi. And I will make sure that I have Wi-Fi next time. And I can definitely recap what I talked about again on the next feed. I just wanted to talk about what I learned in my right now with conversation with Denise Jacobs, who's the author of an upcoming book that's coming out June 6th. It's called Banish the Inner Critic. And it was a wonderful conversation with her, discussing the book, discussing some of the features that I read in her book. I got to get first dibs on reading the book manuscripts to share with you guys. And I think it was for me, it's the big deal, like sharing with you ladies or parents that are out there listening, banishing the inner critic. Because how many of you have heard a little voice in your head tell you, you know what, you're not doing something right, something is wrong, you're just not good at it. What else does your little voice say sometimes to you that's negative? You're not a great parent. It's not, you're doing a horrible job. Your kids should be at this level and they're not, so this must mean this. And all these different things that happen. Or you're a professional that's obviously not doing so many things, and you're just not doing enough. Like, that voice might be saying stuff like that to you. And I thought, who doesn't need to talk about ways of getting out of our freaking head and learning how to analyze our thoughts, or really just pay attention to our thoughts and create new meanings around them, so that we really can live a more freeing life, a more peaceful life, at least in our minds. And so there were several different things that came up in the conversation, which I thought, shit, why not talk about it already? Because it's still imprinted in my brain. And one of the main things that we talked, well, there were several things we talked about, but there was one thing that came up, and it was kind of recurring towards the end of our conversation. And I can't wait to share the whole conversation with you. But towards the end of that conversation, we started talking about connecting the dots, and how sometimes we have dreams, missions, ambitions, goals that we're striving to achieve, and that we get so caught up in overthinking of what it should look like right now, right? What the process should look like, and we get caught up in like almost suffering, the space of suffering, because we're thinking that it should be already 15 steps ahead, and we're like 15 steps behind. But in our conversation, we were talking about how really we're not 15 steps behind at all. We are exactly where we need to be right now in this very moment. We are doing exactly what we need to be doing right now. So for example, if let's say your dream is to build an empire, that it goes worldwide, where it's, you have a musical group and you want your musical group to be heard everywhere in the world. Well, you know what? Great. Let's keep that in mind. What are some of the small steps to get to that big thing, right? Okay, let me start expanding in my local community. Let me start sharing with my local community. Let me start small. Let me honor that space of being in supposedly small, right? And the other thing that came up is that we tie these meanings to words, and we have to be careful with our language, because we don't necessarily need to hold these meanings, to these words like at 100% value. We have to kind of analyze that too. Does it make sense? Is small bad? Because I just said the word small and my thought was, ooh, that sounds bad, doesn't it? But it's actually not bad. It's something. It's an action. And so it's honoring where we are right now, even if it's not exactly where we want things to be. And also that sometimes following your intuition may lead you to a space of, well, this isn't exactly what I want, but later on you might just see that this piece of the puzzle is what helps you get to that larger piece. So why not, while we're here in this piece right here, why not enjoy that? As we move along, we'll get to other little pieces and other little dots and other little dots, and all of them will connect to that big thing that we want to see. And so in the process, it's not just like, all right, let's go out there and achieve our goals. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and fill our minds with affirmations. You know what it is? It's loving what is currently occurring in your life right now. Even the things that seem like they are not in your best, they're not exactly what you want. Like if you get a no, let's say you pitch an idea and you get a no, this just might be the opportunity, not the obstacle. This might just be the opportunity to improve on the process, to really create something that is even more valuable, that's even more tied to your mission and vision of what you want to see happen in the world. So my message to you today, which I got from Denise today in our conversation, is to love what is in this moment. Trust. Keep testing as you move along. And later on, you'll start to see how the dots connect. I also think that, which we didn't mention in our conversation with Denise today, I didn't mention it with her, but, I love keeping in mind what your vision mission is and revisiting that, because you might want to fine tweak it as you start experiencing certain things, as as you experience this one dot in your trajectory. You might want to see, oh, does this mission vision still stand true? Is what I'm doing right now adding up to what I want to see happen? For example, for myself, I'm a coach, right? And I also do fitness instruction class. And for me, when I was evaluating what my mission vision is, which is really to help people live an extraordinary life in general speaking, and to do that, it would be as a speaker, coach. I thought, why not fitness instruction? I get to motivate people, empower people. I get to connect with them. These are all little things that are still in line with coaching and speaking. I also get to improve on my speaking skills, my impromptu speaking skills, because I'm on the fly telling people exactly where to put their hands, their feet, and all that stuff. I won't go into details with you, but the whole point is trust and test as you go along, and keep that mission in mind, that mission and vision that you have in mind. And don't get too hard on yourself if it doesn't look exactly as you want it to look. Love what is right now. So that's your message for today, just a quick message, and to also test out this live feature. So I hope it is looking really good. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. If you need to connect with me, feel free to send me a message. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and share with a friend if you found some value in it and feel like it would be helpful to them. Remember that your circumstances in life don't define you. They really don't. What defines you are your actions and your decisions after that. So be true to you and keep moving forward in life. Until next time, peace.